son of the precious one. And as I grew up in Switzerland, it was very difficult to understand what's the precious one when you have a precious father to get along with that in the West. So in a way, Son of Rimpoche is like, well, you are like the son of a pope. I got the pink Tara, which made all the way from Beijing back to London, and I installed it with like a drapery on the back. The drapery actually I made in Korea when I was there, and I just came out of myself how to put the colors and so, and somehow it works out this thing. It also looks like a hanging tonka in the back, in a way, a pop tonka. Abstract pop tonka, formalist pop. I was in the Rubin Museum, invited to make an installation there, and I wanted to make an installation with plastic work. And well, there was a lot of Rubin pieces, and one of the pieces which attracted me most was the Buddha TV. He's like, what do you say, tortured in front of the TV.
Is he becoming enlightened?
Yeah, well, from that light, from the TV light. I made this last October, and we had a journey going to Tibet. You saw that we were all in Tibet, and we were like in Lhasa. We have all this. Well, I got all these images from. Well, I don't know. It was like I had a vision somehow, but I didn't see it very clear. But I want to take the skulls and have all these four leaders instead of having it in the Chinese way. They're very heroic, but I put it in the skull. For me, it's that piece is not that I wish that they die. It's everybody's gonna die anyway. But what's happened afterwards? I mean, they killed so many people, and what's happened if they're dead? So for me, it's like the after life for them.
Looking at the mandala that Kesang has produced for this exhibition and thinking, you know, at the way that he has, of the practice of how he has actually conceived them, it's really interesting somehow, because the process can remind one of the sand mandala with the same kind of repetitive, monotonous noise created by banging on the little nail and the little and with an hammer. That's what Kesang does, and the Tibetan monks would take a little funnel with sand and bang, 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 tick, 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 make the sand go slowly into create a shape of the mandala made out of sand. So somehow there is a connection between the two practices, I think. From the very beginning, when I was telling people I'm showing Tibetan contemporary art, there was a, you know, initially there was a sense of people being not incredulous. They say, you know, what is Tibetan contemporary art? Does it exist? Who are these people? And then when I start showing them what they were doing, then some people start objecting and say, well, this is not what we expect. It should be, you know, either it should be all very, very, very traumatic because of what they've been through, or maybe they should depict Shangri-La.
What's your inspiration for the circular mirror type thing? Can you just talk us through that? You know,
the big one?
Yeah. It's a very interesting medium.
As a Tibetan, I wanted to make a piece about Dalai Lama.
All right.
I was thinking of how
I was trying to see, but you told me Obama there as
I do. Yeah, it's Obama, and they're all like, what do you say, it's medicine man, shaman.
But as I say, really hard sometimes to explain to a viewer or a potential collector who has no idea of what Tibet really is and has only a very limited knowledge through some articles and maybe some Hollywood movies, as I say. Very difficult to explain this work, but it's very exciting at the same time, and I think in a way it's a challenge. It's a challenge that actually I enjoy, because it means that the artists can get an audience, and can get an audience that is international and not just limited to a few aficionados.
This is my model, which I used also in Dubai, and it was always standing alone. It was like very, I felt like, how can I use it? And suddenly I also made this, the vacuum cleaner, and made this little alien pet, which were all somehow, I made it single, and somehow one day I just put them together, and it became a piece called The Desperate Housewife.
We are at the end of the evening. It's been a very exciting evening. Kesang Lamdark solo show in the gallery, the second solo show in the gallery. The first one was in 2008. He again created an amazing body of work and surprised us with his witticism, creativity, and capacity of turning something very banal, like a piece of plastic, into a work of art. I think people enjoyed the show, were provoked by it, and were surprised by it, and I think that's the best thing an artist can do. And I think that it's really wonderful to see Kesang's career develop and his practice becoming more and more exquisite and more sophisticated, and I really enjoy working with him, and this was a wonderful evening for us.